What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're discussing one of the many crucial decisions the New York Mets have coming up this upcoming offseason, that being their pending free agents and what are they going to do with them. And now here we have Noah Syndergaard, Thor as we love to call him, being a pending free agent himself. And now the question now lies, should the New York Mets in fact re-sign Noah Syndergaard, extend a qualifying offer to him at the minimum, let him walk, hit free agency and be gone? What are they going to do here? What makes sense for the Mets here? What makes sense for Noah? What is Noah's interest, if at all, to actually want to stay with the Mets? And what is the Mets' interest here? And does it make sense for them to go down this route with all the uncertainties facing Noah coming back from Tommy John surgery and so much more? That's what I'll be breaking down in today's video. So as always, guys, make sure you stay all the way till the end of it for all the details on my thoughts on Noah Syndergaard's future or lack thereof with the New York Mets. And as always, guys, if you end up enjoying this Mets content and you want to see more great Mets content like this, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe on, sharing this video with your friends, put on the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you all so much for the continued support, folks. Now let's jump right into today's video. Here we have the MLB's #1 Avenger, 29-year-old starting pitcher Noah Syndergaard. Fresh off his 6th season debut, as you see in the highlights on screen, Syndergaard took 2 years to finally come back to the bigs after a lengthy recovery from Tommy John surgery. And nicknamed Thor, not just for his striking resemblance to the Marvel character, but also the sure dominance right-hander has been universally known for. Every 5th day his toe takes the rubber. From pitching the World Series as a rookie in 2015 to quickly becoming one of the most feared starters in baseball, showcasing fastball velocity in the triple digits before it became such a normality, along with the devastating slider in the low 90s. Now looking to just pitch a normal season in 2022 for the first time since 2019, Syndergaard has an unbelievably important offseason ahead, to say the least. Now, I don't know about you Mets fans, but I was pretty excited to see Noah Syndergaard back pitching on the mound for the Mets for the first time in 1 day shy of literally 2 years. Yes, he hasn't pitched since the end of the season back in 2019. And while, yes, I know it was only 1 inning because it was his first outing back, and he's only going to probably pitch another inning, and then that'll conclude the season for him. That might have already happened by the time you're watching this. Noah, he only pitched 10 pitches, got it through, 2 strikeouts, dominated, looked great against the Marlins. I understand, topped out at 96 miles per hour with the fastball when he's known for being 98, 99, 100 plus. So the velo is a little bit down. Was not able to throw his breaking balls, something he's not allowed to do until the offseason, because as he was ramping up his rehab throughout the year, it was in the best interest for Noah when it comes to his UCL and recovering from Tommy John, not to throw those breaking balls to put any more stress on it for now. That includes the slider, the curveball, all that fun stuff. It'll be back in the offseason, hopefully part of his arsenal. But there's a lot of uncertainties with Noah. What can we expect from him, if at all, in 2022? How healthy is he going to be, if at all? And what are the Mets betting on him, if at all, when it comes to him being a starter? Can he pitch every 5th day? What length are they going to get out of him? And for a team that doesn't want to deal with uncertainties, is in a win-now stage, is expected to make major moves for the better in the offseason from top down in front office and the players on the field, there's a lot of reasons to believe the Mets don't want to be banking on guys that have uncertainties like they have done in recent years, to which they've had a lack of success because of that. With all that being said, however, let's not forget just how dominant Noah Syndergaard has been throughout his career, and let's take a look at a comparison right now with Noah's career averages and some advanced numbers and how he would look as a starter in the MLB this season. As I deep dive the numbers, it became abundantly clear Noah Syndergaard is so much better than what maybe the eye will tell you, or what you maybe have forgotten about, considering he hasn't pitched in the bigs and has had a significant say in the Mets organization in 2 years now, but a career ERA at 3.3 in the MLB today among all their starters according to Fangraphs that are qualified. So the top 38 starters in all of baseball, Noah would be ranked 20th when it comes to his ERA this season. At SI ERA, and again guys, if you don't know these definitions, highly suggest you look them up. A lot of these advanced numbers are crucial for the success of these pitchers and really understanding the underlying numbers based on the normal basic numbers that can make you think that, oh, this guy is good versus not good. But SI ERA at 3.37, 8th best in the MLB. That's great to see. WHIP at 1.16, that would be 20th in all the MLB among starters this season. FIP at 2.92, which is fantastic. That would be 5th in all the MLB this season. Average WAR, ones above replacement, 3.74, 20th in the MLB. That's great. K percentage, strikeout percentage is 26.4%, 16th best among starters this season if you were pitching. Hard percentage at 26.4%, also 5th best in MLB. That's great. Walks per 9, 2.08, 11th in the MLB, and K per 9, 9.75, which would be 15th in all of the MLB. And let me make something clear, guys. the point of what I just showed you was not the fact of if Noah Syndergaard was pitching in the league right now, he would be this dominant, because no, the game has changed a lot over the 2 years that he has been out. But the whole point is that Noah, it's easy to forget just how amazing of a pitcher he has been throughout his career, just how great his underlying and advanced numbers are because of the fact that he hasn't pitched in 2 years. So in comparison to the starters in 2021 right now, he would be viewed as a top 10, top 15 pitcher in baseball. So it shows you his consistency throughout his career, even with the previous injuries that we know that he's had in the past, between working out too much and not having a great year in 2019 with his ERA, giving up the home run ball a little bit too much. He gave up 24 bombs that year. There's still so much potential, oozing potential as Noah Syndergaard. So now lies a question: should the Mets give him an extension of the qualifying offer at the minimum of $20 million, as big of a price as that is to pay? Yes, they absolutely should in my mind, and I fully expect them to, folks. And whether you agree or disagree, this is what's been universally reported now for a bit now. And Noah openly said in his post-game presser after the Marlins game last night at the time of recording this that he would be beyond grateful to have a qualifying offer offered to him from the Mets, so that way it can be a prove-it deal for him. He would have a 1 year to really try to bounce back and hopefully get back in his full arsenal with pitches with the slider, the curveball, breaking ball, all that stuff. Hopefully pitch a healthy 2022, be the dominant Noah that we've seen in the past, maybe a better one, maybe a different one, because remember, even if he doesn't have the same velocity per se, it doesn't mean that he's not going to be a great pitcher. Some of the best pitchers in all of baseball are not guys throwing heat the way Jacob deGrom does. As much as I love Jake, and as amazing as it's been to see him literally be a video game of a pitcher, literally he was doing what Noah Syndergaard was with his velocity since Noah's been out with injury. But now because of that, Jake dealing with injuries in his elbow right now, and he didn't even pitch the entire second half of the 2021 season. So there's repercussions to pumping gas to a certain extent. So let's just keep that in mind. But no less, the Mets, I do believe they're going to operate in the scenario. What's best for them is how they should go about things with Noah, even with a qualifying offer, is that they are not banking on him at all in 2022. The only way this team is going to get where they want to be, to have continued success and to make sure that they are going to be rounded out and ready to go next season, is that they operate in the offseason with the belief that they have no expectations for Noah Syndergaard. That if he is healthy and cracks the rotation, is back ready to go, then fantastic. But they cannot bet on that like they have done in years prior, because the same way that they have betting on guys to be healthy and go everything right, that's what them not adding enough depth behind it. Not this past year, because the Mets added a lot of depth in their first year under Steve Cohen, but literally the Mets have more injuries than any other team in baseball this year, like the most injuries they've ever had in a season. As crazy as that is to think, it's unfathomable that actually happened. But still, besides that, the point is that the Mets need to make sure that they add rotation depth, and that is solid rotation that can back up itself perfectly fine without Noah even being in the conversation. So as long as they have the mentality that they're going to add depth regardless of Noah being ready to go or not, so that they don't have to bank on him and bet on too much of a guy that's still coming off of Tommy John surgery, they will get to where they want to be. I fully believe that's exactly what's going to happen. So again, I do believe the Mets are in fact and should give him the qualifying offer, give him that extension at the minimum. It's very similar to Marcus Strowman, who did not pitch at all in 2022, was out the year because of the pandemic, decided to opt out, and now he comes in after not pitching a whole year in 2020, pardon me, not 2022 if I said that, 2020, comes into 2021, is the best pitcher overall for the Mets when it comes to actually being healthy and being reliable every fifth day. Now he's looking for the bag, rightfully so, in free agency. We'll be talking about him in another video just like this, but now here we have Marcus Strowman, dominant year after taking the qualifying offer. Noah Syndergaard going to bet on himself, take that qualifying offer, and hopefully have the best season that he's had in either his career or just a strong bounce back season in 2022. Anything that can help the Mets would obviously be great. But with all the potential that he has still at 29 years of age, pitchers, Noah could easily be going into his late 30s in his career as long as he stays healthy. You know, there's endless potential here, and I'm firmly under the belief that the Mets will give him the qualifying offer, and rightfully so. And I really think that this is going to come to agreement pretty much with ease versus the other decisions the Mets have to make in this rather hectic upcoming offseason. So guys, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about Noah Syndergaard? Do you think he should be resigned to at least a qualifying offer? Again, I don't think it'll be a deal beyond a qualifying offer. I think it's qualifying offer or bust. I don't see a multi-year deal happening. It doesn't make sense for the Mets. It doesn't make sense for that opportunity to hit free agency for Noah, for the Mets risks there either. And it doesn't really make sense for Noah, to be quite honest with you, because if he bounces back and say has a dominant year in 2022, the Noah of old, or a better Noah even, then he could be looking for a bigger contract than what he would have gone in, say, free agency this year. So qualifying offer makes sense. But if you're in favor for it, if you're not in favor for it, whatever it is, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, folks. If you ended up enjoying this kind of Mets content and you want to see more great Mets content like this, please make sure again to smash that like and subscribe button, sharing this video with your friends, spawn the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you so much for the continued support, folks. Expect more individual videos like this about the Mets and their upcoming free agents. A lot of different videos and live streams coming up on the channel into the offseason. So again, thank you all so much. Let me know your thoughts down below. And of course, let's go Mets, baby.